Hi, it's Deborah from Join a Journal. I've got two journals to show you today. A little bit different in that they're smaller. So I'll start with this one first. That one over there. So this one measures 12 centimetres by 21.5 centimetres and the spine is 4 centimetres. So it's still a hard cover. It's got this curved spine that I've made with painted fabric, and then it's all been distressed. Put the little flower on there that I fussy cut. These printables are from the Paper Cameo on Etsy. So make sure I'm in focus. So this is the front. This is from the cry cut that I've got, and it's just the negative for some cutouts. Just made it into a pocket with a postcard there. These are from Graphics Fairy, so I've just made them into writing spaces. It's got 5 signatures, about 8 sheets in each, bit of stitching there. It's got some stenciling throughout and it's all tea dyed paper. That photograph there, and the paper clip with a bit of ribbon on. Pride and Prejudice with the sticker on there and another graphic there. So I've tried to do the same as I normally do, just in a smaller book. Made a little notebook there out of the excess paper, a little poem there. Made a little pocket there. Just put some collage and some stamping. An old receipt there. This is something I've cut out of an old vintage book that I've got. So it's just some ladies taking tea in this big sewn pocket. Some more stenciling there. This is a second signature, so I've got some tabs on with this bit of fabric stitched on there. It's from an old book there, and I just put a belly band on and made this little booklet. So this was a postcard that a lovely friend gave me that she'd printed out and then tea stained, and I just made it into a little booklet. Put that in there, tie that back up later. Some writing paper, some cut out there on that book page, a quote there, and a flip out. This is something that I've done on a new machine, and that's a little stitched envelope I've just put on that book page. The two books are very similar. I think the other one's a bit smaller. This is from the Paper Cameo. Actually, I think the tag is as well. Some more stenciling. More vintage book paper and some craft card there. Lots of space for journaling. Some collage there with some vintage music paper and some cheesecloth. It just ripped a bit there, so I've put some sellotape on that I distressed. Photograph, so that is an original photograph. See the signature on the back. Put that in there. A little fabric tab and a flip out. Another sewn pocket. A bookmark with some stamping on the back. This is the third signature from a lovely book, and I've just used some old craft card to make a tab. Some stitching there, and that's from another book, some stamping. This is a dictionary, the word fern on it at the top there. It's got all the ends of the sewing, top and bottom. It's another quote. I just added some extra paper onto that dictionary page. Stamping. Just made a little tuck spot there, and this is one of the cards from the Graphics Fairy. An old book page, and I've just put a big sewn pocket and just some paper in there. Some more stenciling, more stitching there with the dictionary page with a little feature window there, some vintage music paper, some what do you call these, hole reinforcers, some stamping, some other collage there, another one of those floral wreaths. This is an envelope I just tea-dyed and stamped, and these were my favourite. If you remember, they were in every journal that I made, but unfortunately I've used them all now. So I just put a leaf stamp on there, and it's just got a vintage stamp on the back. And then in the back I've put a pocket, so an envelope turned into 2 pockets. Postcard, another one from the Graphics Fairy. Go in, and that's a photograph that I've just copied, scanned and copied, and just put some stamping on the back. And this here, that's from the Graphics Fairy as well. So that's the first one, and this is the second one. So it's got this lovely lace covering, that's also from the Paper Cameo. I had got quite a lot of things from her in that shop, and I printed them all out and then decided that I should use them all in these smaller books, so that's what I've done. So that's the painted fabric again, and then just around the edges done some distressing and put some lace top and bottom. I haven't put anything on the spine there. Of course, the person who buys that can do if they like to. So this is similar, it's got the other half of that pocket. May put a little tag in there. I've made a big tab there with some vintage lace and a big tab on the bottom, on the top, and some stamping, stenciling, is that what I mean? Fold out. There's a little envelope there, just made out of a book page, and just put another one of those cards in. Some stenciling. Another one of the printouts of that lovely photograph. With some fabric on the paper clip. It's a book page, another one of those. It's actually a washi tape, this. I got from a haul. It's another tab there. Another envelope I've made there on the back of that paper, so I've just made that into a big tag, and I put some collage and some stamping on there. Just makes that bit of space more usable then if I put something over it. This is from an original that I've just copied. Of course it's in England, Wigan, England. Oh, it's another one of those in this other book. Big sewn pocket. This is left over from a bee journal that I made some time ago for a customer. Oh, it's got some different fabric on there. I've made the top and bottom stitching on that book page and put one of these cards on with some stamping. more book paper, another quote, shorter page there, another book page, probably from Pride and Prejudice. Lovely picture. So this is another book page. Just cut these out, they look really cute. And this is an A4 envelope, but I've just put some writing paper there. And just a bit of extra journaling space. And I've put another one of those receipts on the back of there. I had some fabric that I'd already stuck on some paper a while ago, so I used that. Some stamping on the back of this index card. This is from another paper cameo, I think from an envelope that I printed out and just used this design. Some stenciling. Little tab there. I really love this paper, but I have no idea where I got that from. I obviously printed it out, but where from? Who knows? So again, plenty of tea dyed paper. Oh, I didn't measure this. I'll measure it at the end. Some collage there with some tea dyed ribbon there. Some old marble paper there. Let's see what's under here. It's a bit tight. Yeah, I just made some booklet out of the leftover paper. I'll sort that out properly. Some more stenciling. This is, I've made this into a little pocket there, tuck spot with one of those postcards. Just doing a bit of stamping on the back and just some old graph paper. Some more stitching there, dictionary page. There's another quote there. Lovely tea dyeing and some stamping, butterfly. Some sticker on there and a big tab just on the edge of that book page. Another photograph. Just put one of those at the back. With a big pocket with a postcard in. This stitched round this corner tab pocket. So difficult when you do these videos. You get your tabs, tags, pockets. It's from a bird book there. Just another piece of craft card that I had in my little box with another one of those flowers, and at the back I've just made that into an envelope. Just popped that little circle there for it to tuck into, so that's also the back there. Another pocket there, postcard in. That's the other side of that, and I've just put a tab on. Or just a frame around that lovely rose. Some more hole reinforcers on that scrap paper. Just fold out there. And this is another one of those postcards that I've made into a small book. Put that way. It's nice. Some stenciling there, and this is the back page. So it's a big stone pocket, and I've just put one of those, I forgot to put a ribbon on, one of those big tags. So this one measures, it's got 2.5 inch, oh I did it in centimetres, didn't I? So it's got a 4 centimetre spine, it's 11.5 centimetres wide, and it's just almost 21.5 centimetres at all. So that's those two, so I'll be photographing them and putting them in the Etsy shop within the next couple of days. Thanks very much for watching. Bye now.